St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. A blessed and wonderful good afternoon to all my amazing St. Martin family and our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolax Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, and tell him it's another beautiful Sunday afternoon here in St. Martin on SOS Radio 95.9 FM, and you're listening to Strictly Business. Before we get started, we always like to thank and shout out to all our sponsors that make this program possible. So if you want to do some great grocery shopping today or during the week, you got to go right there on the Illage Road and visit the Aki Supermarket and get all your groceries done right there by the Aki Supermarket. If you're in Arch Road, you got to go and visit the Supreme Supermarket. They're located right there on Hispaniola Road number 1. If you're in that area today or during the week, stop by the Supreme Supermarket and get your groceries shopping done there as well. If you want that fresh looking haircut today or during the week for the ladies, for the guys, also for the children, you got to go and visit the Los Mejores Barbershop. They are located right there on the Illage Road. Go and visit them today and get that fresh haircut. And if you're thinking movies, you got to think the number 1 spot, that's the Video Block, located right there in French Quarter for all the latest movies on the USB, on the DVD, on your hard drive. The only place you can get a special of 30 movies for only $30 loaded to your USB hard drive or even your smartphone. Video Block also has a nice selection of video games for PS4 as well. They're open from Monday to Saturday from 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. For all your apartments or commercial spaces, you got to call J&J Properties. Give them a call today at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. For some delicious food, we got some spots for you. We got Jerky's. We got Jerky's Tiki Hut right there on the Illage Road for some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. You also got Jerky's Tiki Hut by the Plaza Casino as well. If you're over the hill, you got Caribbean Jerky's located right across the Megaplex Cinemas. And right on the Pondfield, not forgetting the original Fat Boy Jimmy for some great tasting food. We also got Sac Chill Sports Bar. That's located right there next to Aki Supermarket, also known as Stasha's Restaurant, which is Sac Chill Spot. Give them a call today at 550-9108 or 526-2251 for some great delicious food. Last but not least, we got Clean Car Rental. If you're looking for a car for the week, or you come and visiting from abroad, you want a good car, affordable rates, you got to call Clean Car Rental. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is Clean Car Rental, 588-1216. That's it for all our sponsors. Thank you so much. Brother Juni in the house, good afternoon, bro.
what's up, brother? What's up, brother?
All is blessed.
Good afternoon to all our people of St. Martin.
How you keeping?
Boy, not too bad, you know. Just doing a lot of research these days, reading a lot of stuff.
A lot going on.
You know, seeing what all is going on with our country, St. Martin, you know.
Quick shout out to the senior as well.
Yeah, shout out to the senior, of course. He'll be up here soon with us.
Nice.
To be doing a little thing on our SOS Radio every week. Thank you.
Of course, shout out to all the loyal listeners.
All loyal listeners.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Every day we come here, we talk, we have our little back and forth. You know,
we mix it up.
We mix it up. Well, Brian, how are you seeing everything these days? How are you looking at?
Country running rough, bro. Things rough. We're running on E now.
What I would
like we're running on fumes.
What I would like to say is, between all these fumes, as you say, I'm happy that, you know, the government is still there up to today. And according to me, everybody's there.
Right.
Ministers is working. We get some people from abroad. Came back home, I think it was yesterday, right? We started on a Spirit flight.
Yes.
You know, welcome home to everyone. You know, I know it was really rough. A good friend of mine also was in Canada for a couple months, you know, and that's rough to be from home. And there's no way to get back,
yes.
you know. So
welcome
everybody
back.
Who's back, welcome back.
Stay safe.
And stay safe. Now there's a lot of problems in Curacao now with government. You know, I don't know if you got the news yesterday. There's a scandal going on now with the Minister of Health down there, and imagine scandals going on in this time. And the member of parliament of the party, who is Lennox Calmis, he distanced himself from the party.
Okay.
You know, so he distanced himself from the party, but concluding his, how do you say, his interview, he didn't distance himself from Parliament.
Okay.
You know, so they're saying that the news is saying that the minister, Mr. Susie Raymer, she's going to resign Monday. Let's see. That's what the news is saying.
But the scandal is out saying what happened, or?
Yeah, the scandal is saying it's a wellness scandal about a massage room that they had to open for 250,000 guilders, salaries of 9,000 guilders. The documents is online on WhatsApp running.
Okay.
And concluding what the guy said, he's how do you say, country above self, and when the week open, he's going to give a press conference why he distanced himself from the party pin, you know, because the minister of health in Curacao, she's the leader of the party.
Okay.
She's the leader of the party.
Okay.
And he co-founded the party. But Brian, honestly, I saw this coming. You know why? Because this lady was on a party on National before.
Okay.
And what happened is the leader didn't want to step down for her to become the leader because she had got more votes than the election before.
Okay.
But the leader didn't see why he had to step down for she to go number one. And then it was like a rushy thing.
She got more votes than the leader.
Yes, before the election before.
Yes. Okay.
So it was a rushy thing when she moved from there to go to PIN.
Okay.
This is a party that this guy and a few others set up.
Okay.
But seemingly he's not contented with what the minister is doing. And I'm sure I understand completely where he's coming from. But Monday he's going to give Billy. Monday he's going to give more information on why exactly he moved. You know, Brian, on the proposition, I'm coming back on the proposition that Holland gave us now, gave Curacao and St. Martin. And based on my conclusion, it's not acceptable.
So before we even say that, Aruba accepted it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I can't tell you yes,
okay,
because I don't know. But Curacao has not accepted as yet, and St. Martin neither as yet. Now, what I'm saying is, Brian, I saw my conclusion. I came with my conclusion on an interview with Mr. Pepe Sulbaran, who's a very, very good lawyer here in St. Martin and Curacao.
Okay.
He's based in Curacao, but he practices here also. And he had a very, very long interview with him, going through the whole document of this, what the Holland is proposing to St. Martin and Curacao. You know, what I'm saying, I'm not saying St. Martin has to.
But what is his views?
Yeah, I'm going to go on there just now. I'm not saying that we will start with really, we might have to compromise with Holland if we don't have any other alternatives. You know, but, you know, a government official might know better than me and you, because I'm sure, Brian, there are things in there that we don't know, that maybe we have another alternative or not. Because I heard MP Rolando Bryson was talking had an interview with him also, and he was saying that they're going to have meetings now to see what other alternatives have, because what is on the table now, we cannot accept it from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Good. The gentleman's view is on the whole consensus law, what Holland is proposing to us. Holland is saying, Brian, that they want to operate our country 7 years, right? And in the document, the gentleman is explaining that there's no way guaranteeing that we will get our island back after 7 years.
Okay.
That's one. He also is explaining that the Dutch is going to bring 3 people on this entity, right? And he's also explaining that in the document explains that they're going to bring civil servants from Holland as well. And when they come, they're going to have to put these people somewhere. And Brian, in 1956, it was explained that we was decolonized, and there was a fight for us to decolonize in 1956 afterwards. And he's explaining what sense that it made that our people had to fight so hard, and now we're going to tell the Dutch, hey, come and take over. That means we better don't fight, we better leave them. And what the Dutch is basically doing now, they want to colonize us again. But they're trying to, and the funny part is, Brian, it's a long document. And he is saying that this document had to be planned. It's not something you jump up and give us 2 days. Okay. It's something that was planned.
They had it there in the corner.
They had it there in the corner planning.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, it is their money. But every time that Curacao and St. Martin gets on our back, and now Curacao is actually feeling it. Why? Because we felt it in 2017. And what happened in 2017? They had they had $500 million for us ready, as they say. But where's that money, Brian? Well, I'm not seeing. Are you seeing anything?
No.
I'm not seeing where the money is distributed. With this World Bank, the money is still there after 3 years. So, by Holland keep coming with all these tactics, brother, and nothing will be fulfilled. You know, and what he's also explaining is when all of these people, when Holland come in, basically it doesn't make sense to have no election no more. Parliamentarians, ministers, we're just going to be there for be there.
But that's what the people are saying all the time. They are just there for there. They are puppets. You say we were decolonized.
Yeah.
But officially, we still felt like we were a colony all the time, up to this day. So whatever they put in documents on paper that we were decolonized in whatever way they format they had it, we still felt that way because our governor reports to the Dutch, right? And then our highest body is the parliament, which we still see at times look like they run behind the ministers to get things done. And the ministers do what they want. So our system in itself, the design of the system itself, to me, it seemed like we were set up to fail from the get-go. But they dangle this country, that's what we always say, country St. Martin.
Yeah.
They dangle it in front of us, they dangle ministers gonna get X amount of money, parliamentarians gonna get X amount of money, and they get glad frightened. That's where we failed the people. And we said we were going to be better, we're going to do better, we're going to have power to do this and do that. We haven't seen any power. Only power we saw for these 10 years, from since 10, is a power amongst the politicians fighting to get inside.
Well, you know, Brian, I still see
saying.
that things is being done, but on a very slow pace, right? I'm seeing that it's being done, but on a very, very slow pace, okay?
But for things to be done on a faster pace, what is needed? Money.
Yes, money is needed.
Money.
But then again, I heard the Prime Minister talking in Holland, and she's saying that if the Holland cannot work with us, if we cannot reach to an agreement, because it is stated, as the gentleman Pepe Subadan said, the consensus law, meaning both of us has to reach to an agreement together, right? Meaning we have to reach to the middle board and we have to reach to work together, right? It is not that you come with something and just force it on us and done. Because what they were saying, hey, this you're gonna get this and that's it. There's no discussion. It's either this or the highway. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, indeed, Brian. Maybe we did some wrong investment. Maybe we did some wrong moves in the past. Government falling every other day, all of these things. But that doesn't. We were still a young country, and that doesn't give Holland the right to come and take over our democracy. You understand what I'm saying? And again, Brian, if this entity comes, then we don't have to have no parliament. We just take away parliament, take away ministers, and just leave them run the country. And then they say they're going to come do investments. When they come do investments, do you think when they come do investment, after 7 years, they'll just walk away? That's not going to happen.
Okay.
Wait, one more thing. When they come to our country, Brian, they're going to take over all government entities. And they're going to come with their people in the government entities.
Great.
So what will happen after that?
Okay, great.
Who will get the jobs?
Great.
Will you set this up for your children that is coming? You have a young son, I have a young son. Go ahead, I'm going to listen to you.
With all what you've said, I partially agree. Because Holland now, look at Holland saying, okay, we've done it your way from since 10. You said you were going to make things better for your people, XYZ. ask the people today, are they better off? You know, it's in the people. Remember, the people, we are the government. Are the people better off today since 10-10-10? So with the entity or whatever Hollands want to do, the people now have to ask themselves, will we be better off or worse off? Because the people, obviously, they're bawling, they're hurting, they're crying. Each election we try to shuffle, we try to make things better. And in this present situation that we are in, whose fault is it? If you ask the people on the road, whose fault is it? Is it Holland's fault we're in this situation? Or is it our local politicians? That's it. So, is take what the Dutch is giving you or stay in all your mess. Stay in your cahoot, stay in your corner, or you figure it out. Because so for me, I'm saying, I would want to believe from the time you sign some documents, policies and procedures, they were already supposed to be statements saying, hey, if we don't accept money from Holland, what is the other option? It can't be today we're trying to figure out what's the other option.
You gotta go from 10-10-10, right? Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. And when politicians come inside here by Billy D, I think you should ask them, because I don't know. Mm-hmm. Was everything that was promised 10-10-10, did Holland fulfill everything that they promised? Okay. That's one of the first questions you have to ask. And according to Mr. Pepe Sulbaran, there was not. Right. Some of the stuff was promised, not all. Okay. And no, so everything that they promised, they fulfilled some, but not all. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So like you say from the get-go, I don't know.
We don't know.
But he's saying that everything that Holland promised from 10-10-10, they didn't fulfill everything.
Right.
Look 2017, Brian. Mm-hmm. The Hurricane Irma. Mm-hmm. What they say, yeah, this, that. But again, what happened? They didn't fulfill everything.
Yeah, we don't know exactly. Right?
Look, the gentleman, the director was with Oral Gibbs on the director, what do you call that thing again? Oh boy, Claret, Mr. Claret.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes. Uh-huh.
So they're supposed to be the entity that has the money to
There's what, NRPB or is it? That's the.
No, I can't remember the
I know what you mean. Yes.
You know what
yes,
I mean,
right? Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So they're supposed to have the money to
they're handling the money.
To handling the money to distribute the money to different projects. Right?
Yes.
The Parliament had a meeting a couple of weeks ago asking what's the hold up, why everything is so much paperwork, why nothing is being done. When you keep asking how much roofs has been fixed, it's still not clear. Is it clear to you?
No, I heard him speak and it's vague.
It's very vague, bro.
Vague. Give a long story for
a long story and you still can't understand what he's saying.
Yes, I agree.
You gotta be you gotta be direct with the people, bro. You understand? If
he makes it seem like it's going well.
Yeah, he makes it seem like
it's going well. Things are going well.
Son.
Yes.
But I still driving around seeing a bunch of roofs not completed. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
And people are talking to me, Brian, that fix the roofs of just people from St. Martin who did their own thing.
Yes.
So what are we going to keep doing? Keep going with Holland with all these promises, and keep signing and keep dropping in the hole and nothing is being done?
But you made a remark a while ago when you said if the entity come in and Holland come in or whatever, we won't have any more government-owned companies in that sense. We're not going to have our people no more in government, but because today, they're going to put their people. But today, what is the benefit of saying government-owned companies? That's what the people are asking themselves. You know, what is the benefit of saying government-owned companies? GB, what is the benefit? The people needed a relief. You saw the shareholder, he couldn't do anything. He was saying, well, I'm just a shareholder. What do you want me to do? GB, they decide. So what is the benefit of the population? Because the population is thinking, if GB is a government-owned company, then the minister could have decided, hey, listen, the people are not paying X, Y, Z this month or that month. And there we go. All right, minister, as you wish. That's not possible. So what is the sense of us saying government-owned company? That's what I want to understand today.
You know, Brian, again, there's a lot of stuff going on in our country. And
they kill us with the red tape.
Yeah, it's too much red tape. It's too much red tape. Too much red tape. But I hope one day, I don't know, maybe even me or you or somebody very close to us can get elected and can explain us certain things of government. Because Brian, there's a lot. Look, me and you, we always asking ourselves, all the money that the airport made,
there you go.
where it is.
Yeah, there you go. I was speaking with someone the other day. In my mind, I mean, yes, we got hit 2017 mashup and whatnot, but in my mind, companies like GB itself should have had millions to just take care of the country. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are the monopoly.
But listen, GB, I understand.
They don't have the competition.
GB is afraid too, Brian, because GB don't want to. Wait, listen, GB don't want to go bankrupt neither, because every time, imagine you have a savings, you have let's say $70,000. Every time something happens, you go in it. You will reach zero.
Yeah, but
Brian, listen, wait. Every time we make an investment, brother, we have to find a way how we go make the money back.
Right?
Right, the causeway is a great investment. But on the other hand, how are we going to make that money back? Is it coming in by the boats that are coming in there? Or how is it going to generate? Anytime I go invest money, Brian, or my father going to invest something, even if it's $2, $10, you have to find a way how we're going to bring it back in. Am I right or wrong? Very simple.
Correct.
Right? So if we keep investing money in all these type of projects, look, I'm understood the pension fund also has money. Understand, Brian? When you look at other countries, again, I keep telling you, I read about the Cayman Islands. They had a lot of money in reserves. You understand? We have to set up a system then, to set up our reserves.
There you go. That's the key word I'm looking at. System. What system do we have in place
to set up
and for
reserves that we can have money that we can listen? If something happens, we can do this, do that.
It can't be rocket science for all of us to know that GB is the only company on the Dutch side that everybody pays electricity, water to. Right? That's the only company, monopoly.
But we can't use it as a cash cow.
No, we can't, not as a cash cow, but this is the only company that everybody, when you talk about telling and whatnot, you got competition here and there. But I'm talking about no competition for GEBE. If we want to set up a system that we have reserves, it's if it's a government-owned company, for me, I'm thinking it's easy to add on a $2 on your GB bill that's saying government needs this $2 extra to have our roads in great condition. Just an example, our roads, perfect, clean roads. This extra $2. Everybody know that's your bill. This extra $2 fixing the roads. Now we want to see our roads fixed. Now, here is an extra $1 now to make sure the garbage, I'm just giving examples, but it's to me, I'm thinking it should be very easy as a government-owned company to put a system in place and let the people, the population know, whether online or newspaper, that from now on, this extra $2 that you see, going for here and there. No, forget about the roads and whatnot. We need reserves. This extra $1 is for our reserves in case of an emergency. You don't think the population is going to pay it? We're going to pay it with a smile because we know GB is our company that we have water, electricity. We want our...
It depends, Brian, because you're going to find people crying. No! They're going to be expensive. All the people crying, bro.
They're going to cry when we don't see the results. If my roads aren't fixed and I know I'm paying a fee, I'm vexed. If I'm paying a fee and I don't get the service, I'm vexed. Listen, when we had those times when GB was always cutting off, people were furious. Because they know they pay the bill, and all through the day, the businesses were blue vex. All through the day, current gone, come back, current gone. So you're upset because you know you're paying. So if we're paying a fee and we're getting the results, everybody's happy across the board. So like you say, we need to put that system in place. Seeing that Holland now, the Dutch has the knee on our throat, as they're saying. Why not go to the drawing board and say, listen here, our government-owned companies, like we say, government-owned. We need a system in place to get money to take care of our country. That's the way I see it. If we are government-owned, set up a system that the people are going to contribute to make sure your country, St. Martin, can run without begging. Case closed. But no, we need to sit down and do this. We need to put a red tape here, this, that, the other. This one getting paid too much. This consultant coming in getting all of this money. Where we going? We just making the people get fed up. for the next election to do so, I voting. That's all we doing, you know, frustrating the population for them to say, I'm not voting. For me and you who like it and want to see a change with boy, we gotta do what we gotta do, boy. Vote. But others are so fed up that they ain't even want to bathe and get out of their house to go waste the time to vote.
You know what's my question now? Why Holland don't give us the chance then to go on the open market then? Because they're not giving us that chance to go on the open market.
That's what I say had to be written from before. Are we obliged to always stick with Holland? Maybe that's what they write.
And again, now listen to me one minute.
Was on the radio.
Well, listen to me one
Lisa
minute.
Alexander, hold on. She was telling Billy D or Fernando that the Holland ain't breaking the rules.
They not breaking the rules.
There we go. This is something that your government signed for.
So then we got
that's my problem.
We got the people who was in government that time then.
There we go. It's already written, it's already there.
The people who was in government at that time then, right?
That's it.
Because listen, I listened to the show last week from Fernando Clan, right? And the politicians was here. And Christopher Manuel said, I just got a document of 200 pages and we got to sign by Friday. How is that possible, bro?
Yeah, that's not good.
So that means, bro, all I'm saying is the Dutch have a second plan. They have another plan behind the curtains. Because you won't give me a 200 page document and tell me sign by Friday? How that gonna work, Brian? As I tell you, the gentleman went through this document and he noted everything and he explained this and that. But okay, bro, good. But Brian, it's because even though they say, okay, the Dutch ain't breaking the rules, but now we are here now, right? And we want to go here now. How is it possible? How can we go there now?
Correct.
That's all.
That's all.
Talk to me now. Now the gentleman said, I respect. He said, yes, he want to help the poor people and this and that. He took all of them nice words. Right, Brian? But Brian, the Dutch had set up so many systems how you can divert money, right? They can set up their own foundation. Set up the foundation, come with all the millions, right? And work with government. But from their foundation.
Can be done.
Put your Dutch people there, and then you divert the money. Let's say you want to do this. If you're saying you really want to help.
Yeah, can be done.
Because they're saying, boy, remember, they're saying they really want to help, Brian. They say, boy, poor people they gotta help poor people, this and that. They explain it. Listen, this morning, Brian, I just get, hold on 1 second. One second. This morning, bro, I just get a couple articles, right? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll read two of them. Two of them for you. Just the top of them, right?
Go ahead, quickly. We're on time.
Dutch PM Rutte blocking UU recovery fund. That's one. The second one, Merkel and Macron walk out on Rutte in AU stimulus dispute. Brian, that means, right? Did these people self have a problem within themselves?
Yes.
You understand? And I realized, Brian, red tape, the Dutch love the red tape, Brian. They love that.
But maybe they love negotiating as well. So we need a proper negotiator, somebody who knows, knows what they're talking about in negotiating.
And the other thing is, what I'm seeing, and I think you've seen it, and everybody's seen it. Anytime, and like I say, Curacao and Aruba's getting a little taste now. We getting it from long because we've been getting hurricanes. And every time a hurricane comes, the Dutch will say, boy, listen, I want to come in your country and I want to rule. When we're on our backs.
Because maybe they're laughing at us too. Well, these people ain't know they just get hurricane. How come they ain't set up nothing yet? You understand? Why every time they gotta come back begging? Anyway, bro, we run on time.
We're running on time, Brian, but one thing I would like to say, Brian, yes, our country have corruption. Right? Yes, Curacao, St. Martin, Aruba, all over, but the whole world has corruption, Brian. And we have to work against it. Yes. We have to work against the politicians that do the little tactics to make money. Yes, we have all of that. But we have to work against it, Brian, and that does not give the Dutch the right to come in and do as they please. And I am seeing, in my vision, I'm seeing St. Martin has a new breed of politicians, and we're getting there slowly but surely. St. Martin, thank you. Brian?
St. Martin people, that's our time for today. Thank you for yours. Remember, life is all about choices, so be careful who you choose and what you choose, because time waits on no one. Till next time, strictly business.